Okay, welcome back. I'm gonna do a little walk around of the bike to show you what kind of upgrades we've actually made to it. First of all, it's an eye catcher, of course. Our own custom livery. We designed it ourselves. We actually had it printed out by Motor Steel Graphics, and our good friend Motorik actually put it on the bike. We both have the same livery, and it's eye catching. You know instantly it's TwinThrottle. So very good deal. The first thing that you're actually gonna see is the front of the World Raid. We have replaced the front lip to look exactly like the Extreme. It's an MX inspired front lip, and it's just purely optical. There's not really any extra function to it. Another thing we've added to the World Raid are the crash bars. The reason for that is the Extreme has its plastic fairing around the tank, and the World Raid does not have that. It has only the tank directly because the tank is a lot bigger. They are necessary because I drop the World Raid a lot more than Rinus actually drops his Extreme, and to protect the tank a little bit more, we added some crash bars to it. So on both bikes we have replaced the original skid plate. The original skid plate is a pretty soft skid plate, and it dents really easily. We both already had them all the way dented up towards the engine block, so we really did not want to have any problems with that, so we replaced it. The one on the World Raid, as you can see here, actually protects a little bit more upwards towards the radiator as well, and it runs all the way below the bike, so it can also protect the rear shock, which is a very handy extra feature. We've also done on the front are the springs, and also on the back, but I will tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So coming around to the other side of the bike, we can see that on the World Raid we have replaced the exhaust with the SC Project slip-on. It's only a slip-on, not a full system, simply because of the sound. We ride in a lot of nature areas, so we want to keep riding there. So in order not to piss people off too much, we decided to only upgrade the slip-on. And when we're gonna take a look a little bit more to the front, we can actually see the center stand. Only the World Raid has a center stand. It helps a lot with maintenance and just parking the bike when the ground is really soft. It's just a lot easier to have the bike on the center stand instead of one side stand. We also have frame protectors on both of the bikes. They do exactly what the name is. They protect the frame. We actually rub our boots against them for grip quite a lot, and we could see that the frame is really getting scratched. And when you clean the bike a lot, it starts to rust, so we put some frame protectors on there. This one also protects the rear brake caliper, which is really nice. So you can just use your boot to rub against it, nothing will happen. We've also got a protector here for the water pump. Same case. You rub your boot against it or a branch hits it, it's protected, it's safe, it doesn't break. We've actually extended our brake pedal with a very nice little clip, so you can actually find the brake pedal a lot easier. And as a last thing on this side, we have also from Nice CNC, I'll put the link in the description below. We've actually put a little extended clutch arm onto it, making the clutch a lot easier to operate, so you can actually clutch with just one finger instead of 2, 3 or your whole hand. It gives you a lot less cramp, and you can really ride the bike a lot more easy. On the back we've actually upgraded the tail tidy, so the license plate holder. It was a really big chunk of plastic, it weighs a lot of kilograms, that's really just not necessary, so we upgraded to one. Unfortunately, here in the Netherlands we have very big license plates, so they bend very easily because of this license plate holder. For Italy and Spain, the license plates are a lot smaller, so it will work a lot better. Here we've just angled it a lot more upwards. You can still read the license plate, but take that in mind. For the rest, for the saddle, we've actually upgraded the one for the World Raid to a GYTR Rally saddle. It's a lot harder. It's 2 centimeters higher, making it very easy to ride off-road. It feels a lot better. You have a lot more grip on it. You can really throw your bike into the corners, and you will stay with your legs and with your position on the saddle as you were. It's a little bit less squishy than the normal standard saddle, I would describe it. Really worth the money. Moving a little bit more to the front, we actually have a Touratech tank bag. This one, well, we don't use it a lot, but we use it right now for our drone. I'll show you the dash setup in a minute. But this is the storage space for the drone, so we have very quick access. I can just zip it open like this and take the drone out, record whatever you want to do, put it back in and keep on driving. Works really well. So moving to the dashboard, it's a bit of a very full dashboard at the moment. We're working on a few systems, so ignore the complexity right now. When we start at the side, we actually upgraded to different rally grips. They are a lot more comfortable than the normal Tenere grips. They have these little lines in them that will cut into your hand. At least that was my problem. So I can really ride a lot longer with these grips. They are absolutely fantastic. We have some buttons here from 7 Solid. With these buttons, we can control our navigation. So they're also for a road book. We can control the map. We can zoom in, zoom out, confirm. You can customize them however you want, and they are fantastic to drive with. You don't have to take your gloves off. You don't have to do anything stupid. You don't have to stop. You can just control your navigation while you're driving. Then we're going to take a look at our mirrors. The mirrors are from a company called Double Take Mirrors. They are essentially just ram mounts with a little mirror on top. The beauty of it is you can fold them inwards when you are doing single tracks. Whenever this breaks, you can get for like 15 or 20 euros, you can get a new mirror, and you just paste it on top of the old one. You've got a brand new mirror. They won't break. You can't break them. I have used them on all of my bikes, this exact model, and they're just perfect. Moving to the middle of the handlebar, we've actually got a little mount below here, a little quad lock mount. That's the mount for our drone controller from the RC controller. Normally we have the drone controller here on the screen, so we can actually control what the drone does and see what the drone actually does and records in real time when we are riding. Right now we have our navigation right here on a ram mount. This is a prototype, you could say. We are developing our own navigation unit. That's this very model. It's not out for sale just yet, but keep up to date with us and you will see you can buy this very soon. On here we are running DMD2 software that you can control with the buttons. Absolutely perfect. And we are right now developing a dashboard, as you can see here in the back. The goal is to have this navigation unit right next to your actual dashboard from the Tenere. We are developing a dashboard that fits here right now. This is my old one. So this is going to go and we're going to put our own one in here. Then for the rest, on the right side, there is only one thing I want to show you, and that's the quick throttle from GY2R. I've actually replaced it for the standard one, because the standard one really had a long stroke. You really had to twist your whole arm, and this one just very easily, very short, very direct, works like a charm. Gearing for the bike, we have actually got the standard sprocket on the rear. It's a special off-road one with some more holes in it, so the mud can actually escape. Chain is just a standard chain, not really anything fancy. We do actually have a chain guide here on the back. That really is necessary if you're gonna do a lot of off-road, simply because the chain is very long and it will just bounce everywhere, and that's really not gonna end well. Get yourself a chain guide when you're gonna go off-road. On the front sprocket we actually went one size smaller, so it's a 14, meaning 14 on the front, 46 on the back. Why? Simply so we have a little bit more torque and a little bit more power to get the front in the air. The world rate is quite heavy on the front with its tanks, so that's why we have decided to go one smaller on the front sprocket. We are at the topic of tires. Everyone has their own favorite, or everyone has their own likes and dislikes. We really like the brand Motos. Right now in winter we are running the Motos Tractionator Enduro. In summer or spring or fall we are running the Motos Tractionator Rail Z. front is still the standard size. On the rear, we've actually gone one smaller. We have chosen to go for the 140/80 tire. We'll put a link in the description. You can check them out yourself. As discussed, we actually upgraded our suspension. We did not upgrade the forks themselves, but we upgraded the springs. So we took out the old oil. We took out the old springs. We actually put in a lot stiffer springs together with thicker oil, making the springs a lot harder to compress, making the bike ride completely different. The bike, of course, has been designed for lighter people, Japanese people. It's a Yamaha, so we made it work for us. We not only did the front, but we also did the back. So the spring in the back is also a lot stiffer, making the bike a lot more capable of road here in our situations where potholes and big trenches are really not that uncommon. It also makes the bike wheelie a lot easier, simply because the rear does not have to compress. It does not compress so easily. Really love the upgrade. It's a difficult one to do, but yeah, we'll link the springs that we actually used in the description below, so you can check them out if you want to do it yourself, or let a professional do it. Yeah, check them out. But then the big question is, how do we record our videos? Well, very easily. We both have a chin mount here on the helmet. We record using the GoPro Hero 12. We have some specific settings with an ND filter. The ND filter and the settings combined make it look like you're going really quickly. It gives you a little bit more motion blur, and it really helps a lot with the video. To shoot additional footage, we actually have a drone. We use the DJI Mini 4 Pro together with the RC2 controller. The controller is usually on my handlebar. The drone is usually in the tank bag. And we can just take it out, and within 2 or 3 minutes we can be flying. To communicate, we actually use our Sena. The big advantage with Sena is, of course, the big mesh that they have. It does not work that well in every condition, but usually it does the trick. And to actually record our voices over the video, we use this little machine that I have here. It's the Sena Meshboard Red. And what this simply does is you can connect it with your GoPro, because the GoPro has a Bluetooth feature right now to record audio. So you connect this one to your GoPro and also to the mesh that you're currently in with your headset. And then it will record every single thing that's being said on the mesh and record it as audio for your GoPro. So that's it. Every single upgrade that we have done to the bike and also our camera gear. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. We will leave most of the things that we use in the description, so you can find them there as well. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask, and we'll see you next time.